Yeah. YouTube! What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're here to talk about From Season 4, Episode 8. Alright? Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. Started off with the premise. 3 favorite scenes. The grade. And then we to the next one, right? So again, we're talking about From Season 4, Episode 8. If you guys seen the episode, you're here for a reason. If you guys haven't seen the episode, go ahead and pause this video, go watch the episode, come back, and enjoy the video then. If you guys don't care about spoilers, then, you know, it's all good, right? Now, in this episode, we pick up what we did in the last episode, of course. We still have the situation of Jade trying to perfect this plan to get down in the caves to get these bones of the children that were sacrificed many, many years ago. You have Boyd trying to get Jade to come up with the best plan possible so that way the least amount of people can, you know, pass away if that this is something that was to happen. You have in this episode Fatima seeing the after effects of her you know, connecting with Smiley and taking over his body for a second in the last episode. You see that in this episode it affected her body, like her torso area. She grew like black purplish veins. She was talking about she felt a cold feeling almost to the point where, you know, it seems like she possibly could be becoming, you know, a monster because of that connection that she has with Smiley. There's even a scene where Mariel is talking, and they basically are saying that like her heartbeat is not going at the right pace. You know what I'm saying? It's like more so of a dead person's heartbeat, so she shouldn't really still be alive. Also in this episode, you have Sophia kind of going around the town doing her thing, and she ends up looking for her old, you know, man in yellow. She's looking for the suit. She goes into the sheriff's station, finds it in one of these boxes that Boyd put it in, and then she takes it, and then we figure out later on what she uses it for. We also have the situation of Victor trying to get Ethan ready to possibly be alone if this attack happens again, you know. So they go to like this delivery truck, open up the back of it, and Victor's basically telling Ethan, like, you know, this is what I did. I stayed here, you know, there was food here, you know, if I had to eat certain things, I only ate them at certain times, you know. And, you know, the worst thing about it is when you feel lonely. When you feel lonely, you're going to become more scared. And, you know, you need to have little ways to alleviate that situations when they happen. So, like, you know, have items, name those items, you know what I'm saying, and talk to them. And the end of that situation, Tabitha kind of just reassures Ethan and Victor that, look, I'm here. I have answers now, and it's because of Miranda, you know, but I have answers now, and so I'm not going nowhere, neither are you two, you know what I'm saying? So we have that. You have Henry still continuing this situation where he's coming in and out of Fromville back to, like, I guess you would say real reality from where he's really from, waking up in the hospital, being surrounded by his grandson, Sebastian, Victor, of course, which is his son. He was told that Eloise is on a plane or something like that, and Miranda is still alive, if I'm not mistaken. So all these things that are positives compared to where he's at and Fromville, where all those things are negative. You know, they're pretty much all deceased that we know of, except for Eloise. So you know, you have that. You have Boyd still tripping out with seeing his wife and seeing Father Cothry. Father Cothry tries to get Boyd to get on board with the fact that, you know, this plan, as perfect as it may be, there still might be some people that are going to pass away. But, you know, at the end of the day, you're trying to save as many people as you can. So yes, some people might pass away, but at the end of the day, you might save as much people as you can by doing, you know, what Jade had came up with for this plan. We finally do get to see Sophia. She does, well, basically what happens is when Tabitha and Ethan and Victor head back to town, Tabitha goes to her house. When she goes to her house, the phone rings. The phone rings, she picks it up, and on the other line, it's supposed to be Thomas. Thomas tells her, hey, you know, I need you to come to the RV or else I'm going to hurt Ethan and Julie. So Tabitha goes to RV. When she gets to RV, she sees all these pictures stuck amongst the RV. Which earlier in the episode, we saw Sophia steal those pictures. So we know that Sophia came to the RV and put those pictures on the RV. We also know that Sophia earlier in the episode took the man in yellow suit, which she is the man in yellow, and she uses that to put on the transform back into the man in yellow and to have a little talk with Tabitha. He tells Tabitha, like, you guys are doing things different this time than you did before. You and Jade are really like doing a good job. You know, either you guys are gonna try to travel into the caves and get these bones, and either it's gonna free the kids or it could unleash something crazy on the town. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying, you know, I'm not gonna kill you. I wouldn't kill you or Jade or nothing like that, at least not yet, and all that stuff like that, and you know, just all these other things, man. So it was a crazy little scene, and that's basically how it ended. That's basically what happened in this episode. All the big things. I'm gonna be honest. For this episode, it definitely was not my favorite. Because of the ending, it kind of saved it for me a little bit. But as I was watching the episode, I was like, man, this kind of just feels a little bit like filler. But all in all, for the grade for this, I'll give it about a 7. So 7 out of 10, definitely above average, definitely worth your time, especially if you guys been watching this episode, this show thus far. You're gonna want to watch every episode. But this episode to me was one of my least favorites. Like I said, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 3 of my favorite scenes, I would say, would be the ending scene with Tabitha talking to the man in yellow, or the man in yellow talking to Tabitha. I thought that was pretty interesting. My second favorite scene will have to be another scene with Henry delving in and out of the Fromville to the real world, finding out that he has a grandson, finding out that Eloise and Miranda are still alive in this time period, or whatever it may be. If it's a hallucination, we don't know yet, but just finding those things out, you know what I'm saying, was pretty cool. But then on the other side, it makes him disturbed, because it's like you have all these things that are deceased in this side, you know what I'm saying. You obviously want to go over here, but you're stuck here, you know. So that'll be my second favorite scene. My third favorite scene probably would be with the talk between Father Cothry and the talk between Boyd, like him coming to the face the facts that, you know, like I said, not everybody's going to survive this plan when we go down, you know, into the caves, you know, but the thing is, you're saving at least some people. And I just thought that was a powerful scene, you know what I'm saying, especially between the two actors. Very good acting, playing off of each other. You know, so, and it's a serious situation. It's obviously something that bothers Boyd. He wants to have as much people to survive as he can, but obviously the dynamics that he's surrounded in, and not just him, but the other people that he is, you know, leading, is inevitably gonna be that someone's gonna pass away, you know. But that'll be 3 of my favorite scenes. So yeah, if you guys saw the episode, let me know what you guys thought about the episode down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? What's the grade that you give this episode? Is this your favorite episode, or was it your least favorite episode? How are you feeling? How are you feeling about the end? With the whole talk between Tabitha and the man in yellow. How are you feeling about that? Let me know about that in the comments down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And hype up the video if you can. I'll be back on here with more videos or more reviews and then also, of course, some other reviews from movies and other TV shows as well. So just stay tuned, all right? But yeah, just let me know what you guys thought. Until next time.